Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15. What a time to be alive. I mean, guys, look at the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin is just doing nothing but pumping up, especially since the Elon Musk news, the Tesla news. And the most important question right now is, of course, is this pump already over and we are going lower for a high retracement? Or are we actually going to see higher price levels above 50,000 US dollars? Well, we will be talking about something unfolding in the Bitcoin charts, which points towards a specific direction. We will be talking about our trades, about our current trades, and about our future trades for Bitcoin right now. Of course, we will be talking about Ethereum. As you know, Ethereum was also on this upwards trajectory, breaking the previous all-time high, breaking out of this rising wedge I was actually mentioning earlier, exactly as predicted. But right now I want to know from DaVinci, are we actually going up for the 2,000 US dollar levels, or are we going to face a rejection earlier? This is exactly what we are going to talk about today. So with that being said, I want to come directly to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15, finally wearing a green shirt today. How are you doing today, my man?
In the pipe, 5 by 5. You know what? Since Elon Musk came out and Tesla's purchases Bitcoin, that's a defining moment for Bitcoin, actually.
Yeah.
There's going to be that point in time is going to be before Elon Musk and after Elon Musk. I think we're going to see Bitcoin go to extreme highs as Fortune 500 companies add Bitcoin to their balance sheet to protect against, well, the Federal Reserve, basically. And this is why we see across the board in stocks, commodities, and cryptocurrencies, non-stop pumpamentals across the board. It's great. It's great. Thank you. You know what? We need to say thank you to Neil Kashkari and Jerome Powell. Thank you very much for printing all that money and helping us out.
Nice people over there. Thank you so much. Big shout out to the Federal Reserve. And yeah, truly, man, we are in this post-Elon world. And I think it all started with like PayPal and Michael Saylor. And now eventually, Elon Musk is probably starting this big cascade of S&P 500 companies being incentivized to join as well. We will be talking maybe about that later on. Right now, everyone is interested in the immediate short term for Bitcoin and Ethereum, how to trade it, where are we going to? Did we already top out here at 48? Let's talk about that maybe, because you have very specific insights on the Bitcoin and Ethereum chart right now.
Exactly. So let me just pull up a chart. We can start going on that. So right now, Bitcoin has bounced off of a trend line that we've had for quite some time. If we scroll through, hang on a second, let's see here. There we go. We scroll back, right? You can see. Remember this symmetrical triangle that we were in, and where we broke down on, right? This trend line, right, represents that symmetrical triangle breakdown. And as you can see, it actually acted as resistance for us, this Elon Musk pump. So basically, it's like, where do we go from here? Well, honestly, I think that this pump is just the beginning of something larger. I think we're headed, actually, this was an accidental trend line. It was an AB equals CD, and I think we're headed up to the $5,400 level here, as you can see. Right, this is where this AB equals CD tops out, and of course it's not going to come in a straight line, so we're going to have to see some sideways action right here on the 4 hour, especially since the 4 hours quite a ways away from the 13 MA. So I would expect us to bounce around here for a while, and basically we're going to see like a price action bounce, and then we're going to go something higher, right? So look for W action here on the 4 hour to help you take a trade going higher. In the meantime, right, let's go down to the 1 hour. You can see that Bitcoin has reversed, right? If we go down to let's go down to the shorter time frame, because you know what, you can see there's a head and shoulders pattern that was emerging. Yeah. And then Bitcoin's like, you know what, this is Bitcoin, so no dumpage for you.
Exactly. We actually even already broke. I was already skeptical, that's why I didn't post it. Usually I'm posting all patterns, but like we did even broke the neckline, right? The horizontal neckline, but in the moment Bitcoin came back, and wanted to retest it, we just completely crushed through and invalidated it here. At least we invalidated the breakdown.
Exactly. That's no Bitcoin. Well, it hasn't been invalidated just yet. We have to break. It would be nice to break down the first shoulder, right? So that'd be nice, because what's happening is if we don't break that that shoulder, we're just creating lower highs. So that would not be positive in the immediate short term. Of course, that's okay. I think Bitcoin, even though if it broke down, the target is not that low, right? I mean, the target is approximately $43,000, if I'm not mistaken. And so if we take that down, you can see, yeah, approximately there. So yeah, 4,400, 44,000. Yeah. So there we go.
43,700.
Yeah, exactly. You can see the 43,700. Yes, that's correct. And so yeah. That's not the end of the world here, right? You can, and I would like to see a bounce down there. Probably we're going to get the bounce at the either the support trend line here, or at the 200 period moving average of the 15-minute here on this chart. And then we will see what happens there. We have to wait for the market to give us more information, give us some sort of trading pattern, because we don't want to trade blindly here. If we take a look at the fibs, right, where we'd see a turn based on the fibs, right, you can see what we would do is draw from the last breakout W. That's the best way to draw their fibs. Is from the top to the last breakout W, and let's just see what that is. And you can see the 61.8 is close to where we would see some sort of resistance. So maybe we break a little further, get closer to the 61.8, and then go higher. So that's okay. That's just retesting our launch area of $42,000, and so that's not a problem if we come back down here. I don't think this bull market is invalidated. I think we're still headed up to the $54,000.
Yeah.
Maybe you wait for a trade down here, right? But of course, you always want to wait for the market to give you some sort of signal. But Mountain Man, right? One of the traders I once knew, he loves to hit the 61.8. So I would not be mad at you if you hit the 61.8 and waited patiently and just bought that 61.8 line.
But I mean, the matter of fact is, maybe Bitcoin is here due for a smaller retracement, but in the end of the day, $54,000 are not off the table. I remember our video just a week ago or so where we mentioned that, and I saw a few people heavily doubting that. We were at like $33,000 or so. Now we are at 54. Doesn't seem that unrealistic anymore, right? So I'm personally having the same target here. I think it was in Fibonacci extension or measured move price target of a bigger pattern. It's just beautiful to see that we have here the same price target, 54,000. And I personally also think this is a very possible target here for talking about February, the immediate short term, because as you always say, markets are a forward discounting mechanism, and the market understands the severity of this Tesla news. It's not only about Tesla, right? It's about the whole impacts it will have. Anyway, Da Vinci. So
yeah. I wanted to point out all the haters, right? There was a lot of haters. This is just one of them. I posted in your MMCrypto group, which hey, I'm a part of the MMCrypto group. So if you want to ask me questions in that group, you can do so by I think you have a link in the description below for the MMCrypto group, Telegram group. So yeah. I posted this message there. Yeah, let's wait. The people were, talking about 20K before this breakout, and I'm like, what are you smoking? And yeah, that's so 20K. If you get 20K, you'll be so lucky to buy Bitcoin at 20K at this point.
Of course.
I don't see that ever happening. I don't think you'll ever see 20K again. What do you think?
No, I actually think the same. I was always saying, well, Even at like 42,000, I thought, well, we can go down like to 25k, like that would have been like one of my worst case scenarios, or 23,000, 24,000 or so. And now, especially that we are that high, I think sub 20k is very, very unlikely. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? I could live with that. I'm happy to do so. But I don't think it's going to happen anymore. But I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to make any statements.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll be happy to buy Bitcoin at 20k. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us, a lot of people who missed the boat will be happy to buy at 20k Bitcoin. And yeah, it wouldn't be nice, right? Of course, but I earn cash every day, so you know what? I can definitely use that cash to buy some more Bitcoin on the cheap. I'm sure everybody else would be happy about that.
In 6 months,
but not the short term, but in the long term, yes.
Exactly. In 6 months, people will be so jealous for everyone joining Bitcoin today at 47,000. They will say, wow, you got it at 47,000. This is something you have to think about, guys, because we are in a bull market. It is going parabolic. We will have these retracements, but it's going to go more parabolic. And the prices today will seem like a joke, probably. I can't be wrong, in like 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. So it's always a question of the time horizon. Anyway, let's talk about Ethereum as well. We broke the previous all-time high. We already came to the 1,800 US dollar levels. I think both. Your target was 1,900 so far. Mine was 1,950-ish or so. Very, very close. And we came already close. The question is, are we going to go here close to the 2,000 level, to the predicted one, to the measured move price target of this falling wedge here for Ethereum, or are we going to face a rejection now? What are your thoughts about that? Quickly, maybe just my thoughts, and then you can put it into perspective, share yours. Everyone probably remembers how I was talking about this rising wedge. We broke out of this rising wedge. I told you you might get a second chance here at this breakout confirmation, and Ethereum actually went higher. I have to say, we didn't hit my price target perfectly yet, but from my perspective, it doesn't look all too bad here, but you know that Ethereum likes to screw everyone. So I want you to know here, what are your thoughts on Ethereum? How are you trading it? Because I know you have this legendary trade on Ethereum. You went in at $1,300 and you are in a massive profit right now. So what is your game plan, Da Vinci?
Yeah, just to show people that this is the trade right here. I got in at $1,300, right? And $5. So, yeah, and it's still doing well, right? Almost $70,000 in profit, and yeah, I'm happy about that. Basically, normally I would take profits here. I would start, because the only reason why I would do that is because there's a lot of pressure here on the bear side. Basically, they're coming in and selling. Whenever there's new massive buying, you can see that on the volume here. This volume, you think, okay, well, this is great volume. That's great. Yes, it is good volume. However, what you have to consider that for every person that's buying this candle up, there has to be a seller. There's somebody selling this this market in order for you to be a buyer at that price. And so that means there's a lot of people selling at this price. So who's going to win in this scenario? Are the bears the bears going to win? Meaning that the people who are like, oh, I got a lot of Ethereum to sell you at 1,800, approximately 1,750. So I'm going to sell it, and they are selling it. And if the bulls get exhausted, we could see a little bit of a short-term dump. Now, with that said, I've noticed a lot through Ethereum is that Ethereum loves to screw over the bears and the bulls. Mostly the bears. Right? So, yeah, I would be careful. Although we see divergences here, all kinds of divergences, right? There's a divergence here on the RSI. There's a divergence in the volume. There's divergence on the MACD, right? I'd be a little bit careful there. I think Ethereum is going to roll over to get the bears all happy, and then we're going to bounce and meet our target of approximately $1,900 before we actually see any kind of retracement. So I would be careful there. Now, how do you trade this? I would stay away from this as a trade unless you're already in a trade and where you're thinking about, okay, well, I'm just going to wait for the target, or I'm going to take profits at this area here. Trying to trade this at this point in time, I would wait for some sort of trading pattern before you actually get into this, whether to go short or go long in either way. Yeah. So it's a little dangerous here because it can really mess with you, because they love to mess with both the bulls and the bears, Ethereum. So I would be very, very cautious.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's just not smart to jump on a leaving train after the pattern is before the pattern. That's what I'm always saying, and there is a new pattern going to come. The moment to enter was actually when I was giving you this signal, and also Da Vinci was talking about it when we here confirmed. Now it's not the time to enter, especially that your upside is limited now with this measured move price target of $2,000. We are already very, very close, so I would say the risk return ratio is maybe not all the best here. Something else which is interesting, Da Vinci, you just mentioned it. We have bearish divergence on the RSI, on the MACD, wherever, on the volume. And sometimes we just have a lot of good news. For example, Bitcoin, 5 or 6 times in a row, it just ignored the bearish divergence on the RSI. So it is nice in sideways markets, or like when Bitcoin is not going all too crazy, down or up. Very good to trade it, but in these crazy upwards markets, I'm personally not incorporating the RSI in my trading strategy, and I know that you are doing it also very, very cautiously. So good that you mentioned that, but at least something to keep in mind here, since of course Ethereum, technically it is oversold here, not considering the fundamental events. Thank you so much for that, Da Vinci. I have another very important question. Just everyone who is watching that right now, you know that Da Vinci has amazing trades open. I have amazing trades open, and it seems very easy here. This trade, $360,000 in profit. Then the one here over on Bybit, $1.33 million in profits. Seems easy. It's not always that easy. You should only do that if you are an experienced trader. If you are, you know, in the pinned comment, you find these free bonuses. If you click the Bybit or Phemex link after your initial deposit, you get hundreds of $, even 680 on Phemex, few hundred on Bybit, completely for free. You can only use trade with the free bonus. But as I said, if you are not experienced, you are running the danger of losing your money. So please be very, very cautious with that in the pinned comment down below. More importantly, Da Vinci, I'm still waiting here for you to come to Mexico, but I know you have so busy with your token, with Pandora's wallet. So may you give us maybe an update? What's going on over there? Do you have any promotions upcoming or something else you would like to disclose?
Yeah, if you want to watch my show live, right, you can do so by heading over to davincij15.com, right, where you could actually subscribe to my Telegram group and get Pandora's wallet for free as well, and you could be part of the show, and you could also see my whole portfolio. Let me just give you a quick glance at my portfolio right before we leave here. Let's see if I have it up on the screen here. Yeah, there it is. So there it is, right there. $2.2 million in right there is my portfolio, altcoin portfolio, and doing very nicely. So if you want to join me, you can check out my portfolio and what I'm buying, what I'm selling. You can do so by joining my Telegram group, by subscribing to davincij15.com. Also, if you want to just join the live stream, you can do that for just spending right now it's $10 for 0.05 of the DJ15 token. I know the Uniswap is a little expensive to do that kind of trade, so we are developing a web page to allow you to buy the DJ15 token and not have to pay the huge Uniswap fees that are associated with trading on Uniswap because of Ethereum's high fees at this current time, because everybody wants to buy, and the industry players are in this market. They're in this market because people with large amounts of cash are few and far between, and so if they're in this market and they don't mind $50, like me, I don't mind $50 transaction fees, then yeah, that means there's a lot of us that's out there, and we outnumber the smaller investors. So yeah, that means Ethereum's got a long way to go.
Exactly. And everyone who is interested in that, I can highly recommend you actually to check it out. It is davincij15.com. I will leave the link down below. Make sure to click it. Just visit the website and you will see all the things you want to see. I think, yeah, like what was it, like $10 or so to join the live streams? it's a good deal, I would say, right? If anyone wants to complain being in crypto about $10 to join live streams ahead of time here, I think that's a great offer. The link is down below in the video description, in the pinned comment down below. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for watching until the very end. And yeah, with that being said, I wanted to ask you, Da Vinci, do you have any last words to share before we are wrapping up today's video?
Yes, always play from a position of strength and do not get wrecked. Do
not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching. What a great time to be alive. I said it initially already. Thank you so much for all your support. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching until the very end, sharing the video with your friends. It truly helps. It supports the algorithm. And of course, you are the reason why we are doing that every single day. With that being said, guys, we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, click the MMCrypto and more importantly, the Da Vinci J15 subscription box right here and right there. And also the Bible tutorial, which is popping up right here. And as always, guys, bye-bye.